top brass heard you rehearsing, and you've been invited to sing at the Festival of Remembrance.
What? The big one on TV?
This is going to be a disaster.
I love the premise of this film, the idea that it's based on a true story and it's focusing on these military wives, and then they create this choir. So maybe tell me a little bit about each of your characters, because you have very different personalities, yet you have to learn to come together.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
get back.
my character is Lisa, who is not a sort of career military spouse. She sort of ended up there by mistake, or by, you know, the person she fell in love with, and has sort of found herself in a position of responsibility now to the women, and really doesn't like it, really doesn't want it. And then Kate comes in and decides to take charge for a whole sort of different set of reasons that Kristin will tell you.
Yeah, because my character Kate is the Colonel's wife, and she is very much a career wife. You know, she knew what she was getting into when she married her husband, and she knew exactly what it meant. Her father was probably in the army, I imagine. You know, she probably comes from a long line of military family, and she has their son was also in the army, and he was killed 18 months previous to the beginning of the film, and now her husband is off fighting again on deployment in Afghanistan, and when the period that we're talking about, which is the period it's based, or the story is based on, was a particularly tragic time for the military. There were a lot of lives lost and a lot of injury, and it was a really tough time. And to keep them all together, to sort of keep the wives, keep their spirits up, they formed this choir. And this is real life.
In San Diego, we have multiple bases, multiple branches. So the military are a huge part of our community, and we love them. But for the two of you, what stuck with you most about the character of military wives?
Oh my gosh. I think for me it was because really I knew very, very, very little. I was purely ignorant about their lives and you know what they go through and what they have to endure. Just an outlook which is positive, and you know, it wasn't not keep calm and carry on, but just like life exists and life has to also be lived. And yes, we have to say goodbye to our partners for sometimes, you know, 6 months at a time, and it's awful, and it's a really tough thing to get through, but life doesn't end there. You know, there's fun and there's laughter and there's happiness that runs alongside it.
The thing that impressed me was the sort of resilience, and knowing that you're going to be here for a certain amount of months, sometimes maybe 2 years, and then you're going to move again. So you're going to have to put down roots again. You're going to have to start again. You're going to have to recreate. You're going to have to reassemble your life in different places.
You may not need the choir, Lisa, but those women do.